Welcome to Who's In, where we predict the starting 11 for the biggest World Cup nations. In this series we'll be looking at England, Germany, Spain, Argentina, Portugal and Brazil. But today we're looking at the most expensive squad at the World Cup, France. Our formation for France is 4-3-2-1 with a few surprises in our lineup as well, so let's go. France have a super strong attack, which means they'll need a goalkeeper that's reliable and can offer them leadership in their defence. That keeper could be Marseille's Mandanda, who's had a good warm-up for the World Cup, having to play against the likes of Neymar. However, the best choice is the Spurs #1 that's having a standout season. Lloris's saves have basically been keeping Spurs in the fight for those last Champions League places, and they're through to the latter stage of the FA Cup. Thus, he is the perfect man to protect the French goal. At the left-back position, France have 3 players playing at top clubs. There's Denis at Barcelona, Kurzawa at PSG. However, Denis is not Barcelona's first choice defender, and Messi even reportedly said that they should sell him. Whereas Kurzawa was in the PSG team that got beaten by Madrid, so maybe his confidence isn't so high. So despite him being injured a lot of the season, Benjamin Mendy will be nice and fresh, ready to prove why Manchester City paid Monaco so much for him. So he's our man. At centre-back, Koscielny used to put in excellent performances for France and Arsenal. However, Arsenal are having a terrible season and I wouldn't want Koscielny to bring that bad juju into the French team. Whereas there's a defender making his mark at Real Madrid, and at 25 he'll be a key figure for France going forward, especially since he's a good passer and he's confident on the ball. Real Madrid's Varane is our pick. We could pair Varane with another youthful player and one for the future at Manchester City. That's Laporte. He's the future of City and most likely the future of France one day. But right now, it's Umtiti at Barcelona that's making Barcelona look unbeatable. He can't be beaten with the dribble, he can't be outrun, and he's very physically powerful. He's the perfect man to defend France. The right-back position could be taken by Nice Jallet or Nantes Dubois, but to match Mendy's attacking abilities as a defender and create balance on either side of the French defence, we think Monaco's Sidibe is potentially the person to impress at the World Cup and maybe be the next big transfer from Monaco. At the centre of midfield, we could place the former most expensive player in the world. He isn't having the greatest season with Manchester United in some people's opinion, but Paul Pogba is still potentially a great player. Everyone says he can do everything. However, this season he's proven that he isn't a deep-lying defensive midfielder, and a team like France really needs that when they've got such attacking riches. That means Pogba has to be benched in the team, and we're bringing in Kante to continue to run, tackle and generally do the job that helped Chelsea reclaim the title last year. Supporting Kante could be Tolisso from Bayern Munich, but it is the former PSG man now at Juventus that's been called the Marathon Man. Matuidi has been excellent in the Serie A, and there's talk of him being on top of Mourinho's list of replacements for Michael Carrick. Thus, he is the perfect player to free up the French attackers. To add some attacking flair to France's attack, we could go with Monaco's Thomas Lemar. He was wanted by Arsenal last season and is rumoured to be Liverpool's big signing for the summer. However, his form has dropped in comparison to last season, and there is one player who probably has overshone him this season as well. Our pick to start in France's 11 is PSG's Rabiot. Now for France's front three. France have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to attacking players, some of which are destined to be some of the most expensive players of all time. Martial is coming off the bench for United, so he will be fresh and ready to prove that he should be a starter. However, the man that shares my name is always going to be #1 on the French starting list. Of course, Antoine Griezmann will be looking to impress and prove why he's most likely going to be Barcelona's next big signing, maybe even the man that will one day have to take over Messi. So on the right we could have Lyon's Fekir, who's wanted by most Premiership clubs these days, but let's be honest, the second most expensive player in the world plays in France and is French and is a future Ballon d'Or candidate. That player is Kylian Mbappe. He could be the star of this year's World Cup, so he makes our list. Before we get to our last player, remember to download the Onefootball app from our bio to keep you updated with all of the World Cup news and today's biggest football stories. Up front, for a while France have kept faith with Olivier Giroud, despite him being a bench player for both Arsenal and now Chelsea. Although Giroud gives them an aerial threat, he limits them when it comes to France's speedy attack, and they might find that limits them against the likes of Germany, Belgium, Brazil and even Spain. So maybe it's time for an all-out rapid attack. This player has had a knee operation and will return fresh and with a point to prove. So the man to lead France's forward line is going to be Arsenal's Lacazette. That's been our list, but we want to know your list, so make sure you comment your thoughts on which players need to be in and out. I've been Anton Allen, thanks for watching, I'll see you again another day.